Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have an Otto and Sherrick Farms public match for you. Before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. So it's March 13th at about 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 340 pop right now as the new update is live today. Very exciting things. But that imbalance right now is 7 towards the CSA side, growing to 8. Artillery-wise, Confederates have 10 on it. The Union have 7. So it's a 5-man infantry imbalance in favor of the Union side. Now 4. Sorry. Favor of CSA side. Anyways, officers for today. CSA side, you have Big Sexy. You have My Name Ryder. You have Simple Joe. You have Noah V. And for the artillery, you have Ramble, where is on the Union side. No officer here. I don't know what happened. It was here. You got Colt. You have Pineapple Warrior. Senior Daz. The artillery. You have Strauss. So, let's get into our round here of Otto and Sherrick. This is a map I love. I'm intrigued to see what the strategy is going to be on this map, especially with the weapons being, their accuracy being greatly increased. The bullet spread was decreased by 60%. So, a lot more killing is happening. Rounds are moving a little quicker, which I don't necessarily mind. But Otto and Sherrick has a 52 ticket percent advantage towards the Union side. So they got a lot more tickets than the CSA side. Weaponry of the Union attack. They have the 28th Massachusetts Regiment with the Enfield, and the 17th Michigan with the Springfield 55 and the Springfield 61. Whereas on the CSA side, they have the 1st Georgia with the Enfield and the Springfield 42. So they got Buck and Ball, which has been nerfed in this update. The Buck and Ball, the pellets for the Buck and Ball shoots like a shotgun, right? So it has a main shot, and then it has pellets. Those pellets will not kill past 33 yards. So that's kind of been nerfed that way. They also, the CSA has the Palmetto Sharpshooters Regiment, which have the Enfield and Mississippi. But more importantly, they have the Whitworth. And Whitworth has been changed to have a scope this update, which, let's see here. Who's a Palmetto Sharpshooter today? Let's see. Radius here from 11 Mississippi. I mean, I don't know if he chose a Whitworth. Dang it. Anyways, the Whitworth would have a scope on them. I think it's a 4x scope on these weapons. So, with that being said, the strategy for Otto and Sherrick. Union either goes down the right side and tries to charge into the CSA, or they try to go up on this left side and engage with the shootout with the CSA on this side. But it'll be intriguing to see. When I first played this game, Union strat was to sit on this stone wall and just shoot it out with the CSA for 45 minutes. Which, with how accurate the weapons are, we maybe could be heading back to that, but it looks like Union's going to play a little aggressive here.
Targets northwest and west, independent fire. Spread out, spread out, spread out. Spacing, flag, right up and down the line.
We're maybe trying to get a better angle of the CSA side, as they are going there to take shots, get out of that stone wall, which stone wall is going to give you a lot of good cover, but maybe you can't see the CSA from there. I don't know. But CSA, their job is relatively simple. Mimic the Union, follow what they do, and engage with them as necessary. And that's what CSA does. I mean, you could kind of see on these larger pop servers, CSA can defend the whole width of the map. So it's going to be kind of difficult for Union to charge and break through. That's an already shot. But maybe Union might be able to shoot it out. We'll see, though. We'll see. Union a little down on tickets. You can see they're falling back already because of that. So, it's going to be interesting. I mean, okay, I want to, well, since Union's pulled back, I mean, see if the Dark Wizard has it. Oh, what the?
Yeah, the Mississippi's accuracy's just been fucking. Why that guy shoot me?
Yeah, you can see them updating the little scope that they have. You can now do that, and players can see that. You can do that with your mouse. But we gotta find someone with a Mississippi scope.
I keep shooting, boys. It's smoky as
Or
fuck.
Whitworth, sorry.
I can't see fucking shit out of these things, boys. My eye holes all
That's a
fucked
Mississippi,
up.
by the way.
Well, they have a setting for that.
Yeah, it's a shorter gun. You can also tell because it's more. It's like a lighter brown color.
I say next time we forget the bags. This time, next time we do it right and we come back forward good.
Alright, okay.
Well, I'm gonna put a fucking cap in you.
Next attempt.
It's about
The first thing we need to see is the rain.
Crabby Brutes, surely.
Oh. Dude, this is fucking retarded.
Crappy, I'm gonna have to take off my
God's
gloves
sake,
because
forward!
they're
I
gonna
just sniped the officer! This fucking this officer's dead! Dude, this one is organized!
I got one!
Yeah, this is fucking ridiculous,
This is
dude.
Gettysburg, dude. It's Gettysburg.
Holy shit.
They're charging us.
I should probably run. I should probably run.
I'm too laggy, run.
So,
Oh, come on, let us have our sharps fun. Come on.
they can't equip bayonets because of the scope.
They do not need to know this. This is the funnest I've had this entire game.
Oh my goodness.
But, nah, Union's gonna charge them out there. Looks like some CSA pushed up to engage with that. Both sides have their flag down, but nothing whole. Crazy here. CSA's up slightly on tickets, but yeah, those scopes are insane. If you check out the update video that we dropped, it shows POV what that's like, or just get War of Rights and play the game. That is an option too, but it's only limited to the NCOs that are first sergeant or sergeant major. So at most you can have 8 on a map or 4 depending on the type of regiment, because some of those special units only have 1 company per regiment. So, I mean, the crazy part is Union has it. I mean, we've seen a little push-up on this side from both sides, but outside of that, we haven't really seen a whole lot of charging, and the tickets are dropping.
We should join the IVB instead.
Crappy, you can give the Yankees Spencers and we can still outshoot them. That's how incompetent they are at shooting.
You can see the scope on the left side of this thing. Come on, Krabby Brute, aim. Actually, I wonder if the scope will work for our spectator camera as well. Oh my goodness.
This is all.
The scope is inside.
Scope.
Nah, I don't think you can.
I have one. I think there's 3 of us.
Dude, Racer's on the other side. He's bitching at me with the scope already. That's funny.
I mean, let's see if he hits a shot from this distance. I think he's trying to hit this officer. I don't know.
Did he blow himself up or something?
That Rambo might have been it. I don't know, man. It's kind of neat. I think it's really neat. I don't know. This whole update has been very good in my opinion.
We're gonna go to reload and hold. We're doing so well. We're gonna go to reload.
Load and hold, load and hold, load and hold. Prepare for volley.
Anyways,
We're gonna do big, beautiful things. Wasket's had my flag for a while.
the Union are continuing to get in this shootout. They're slightly losing. Attackers generally want to get the defenders down to engage by the 30-minute mark.
Your weapon is ready. Crouch when your weapon is ready.
Alright, let's go, Ed. We're gonna rise up. We're gonna rise up.
On your feet.
You guys see all that smoke to the north. All that smoke to the north. Aim low. Stutter.
Take aim north. Take aim north.
Fire.
And this is 2020 strat right here. This when I first actively played the game.
Has to stay close enough to
This
remain
was
inside
the
its
strategy.
Yeah, it's there.
He can go back a little bit more.
Union sat here and shot at the CSA for 45 minutes.
Back to the independent.
Flag bearers of 55.
That's insane to think about. So, and those sharps are going to be really good too because, I mean, obviously you're zoomed in and you're going to hit great shots, but I mean, officers and flags really have to watch out. Oh, looks like Radius does have a scope. Maybe I just missed it earlier. But I thought that scope did more the width of the whole length of the gun, not just a little tiny part of it. But I mean, the thing is the pace for Union right now, it's working out pretty well. They're taking the whole width of this
We just took volley fire directly through the
stone
white
wall.
fence, so we got an element off there to the west somewhere.
Hey guys, break reloads, fall back. Break reloads, fall back.
Gentlemen, off the
And
wall.
Union's
fall
falling
south
back.
now.
I don't know if they're going to try to push the other side.
Reform on this line. Reform on this line. Colt, where are you going?
On the slide, on the slide.
I think Colt might be going to take care of it, so we're gonna see.
Company, move it over here. Move over here. Take care of what? Wait, what am I taking care of? Hold on. Pineapple, what are you talking about? Pineapple, what are you talking about? Pineapple, what are you talking about? Wait, take care of what?
Where you were going?
Oh, I'm going to the left. I was just gonna get a different angle.
Oh, okay. That's all I was asking, dude. I wasn't saying
Okay,
anything.
I got you. Okay, I was like, is there company on our side? Okay.
So Union trying to spread out a little more. I mean, that ticket gap is growing slowly and slowly in CSA's favor. So they're just trying to spread out a little more. I mean, Union is really extending far. I don't know if they want... I think they want to spread out a little more. I mean, that's what you're going to see with a lot of this. Is that guys have to spread out more. They have to independent fire and be in open order. They can't be clumped up as they used to just because of how deadly everything is. Now, this makes me really excited to watch the European events for the first time because they got to do double ranks and they got to be tightly compact and they're just going to get slaughtered. And so any second now, Union is going to drop to engaged. And CSA will soon to follow, but wow.
It's gonna cost us so many fucking tickets.
You know, I think it's also really nice to have limited things like this have the scopes, because at least for me, I played this game, I got it mid-2020 and played for about a year and a half, and then school started to get in the way because COVID was kind of done by that point, and I was kind of getting bored with the game because there wasn't a whole lot to do, which, I mean, what can you really expect with the, I mean, an American Civil War game, right? But
Whenever they do those volleys, we're just gonna fire back, aim low.
the
We
neat
should be
part
able to-
is that when you add something like a scope for a Whitworth, it makes it so that there's a it makes it so that there's something else to do.
That's not ideal.
And that's not necessarily being an officer where there's more pressure on you. And so it might make people want to come back to, oh, I want to play with the scope, I want to see what it's like. And so they'll come back and play that, and maybe they enjoy it a lot, and based on what I've seen from the few people I've watched play with it, it seems really enjoyable. So when I first saw this update, I didn't know if it would be something that people would be coming back for. But I mean, I haven't played with it, but I would definitely be. It might make me want to play the game a little more.
Amazing now. It's so hard to fight. It was acceptable before, but it is a laser now.
The
Dude, the Mississippi doesn't. All right, so the Mississippi's only drawback is it doesn't have adjustable irons. So that weapon you will have to kind of like know ranges. Flag is down, center. Pick it up.
Hey, so oh shit.
Thank you, Condor. Keep it moving.
Yeah, as they're just mentioning, every gun got a bullet sway or a bullet spread decrease of at minimum 60%. I mean, let me look up the full Steam notes. So Mississippi, Enfield, Lorenz, Springfield, both Springfields mimic real world counterparts, and so their bullet spread was decreased by 60%. The Sharps rifle was decreased by 70%, and the Whitworth was decreased by 90%. So those Whitworth with those scopes are going to be freaking accurate. And so with that being said, it's 29 minutes. CSA is still not engaged.
Pull it back, pull it back.
And CSA is going to drop to engage right there. Look at that timing.
Hold here.
29 minutes on the clock. And so Union might have to pick up the pace a little bit here, trying to get kills on the CSA.
Mr. Ryder's trying to take our position.
Where's Simple at? Where's Simple at? I'm here. I saw a big ass company. They're hiding behind the house right now. They came up.
I mean, what are the Sharps for the CSA? They just keep inching up over here. I mean, they're having way too much fun over here. A lot of Rambos out here, but... With that all being said, I mean, Union might... I mean, they could try pushing up. I mean, you have a fair amount of Rambos over here, but... I mean, I know Union does... That's the thing, though, is Union wants to push up over here. There's a lot of open space.
Company up and over,
And honestly, maybe it's impossible for Union to try to push up. I mean, what can Union do anymore on this map? Yeah. I mean, if they charge up, they're going to get completely shot up.
So are we pushing? Boy? Oh, I'm dead.
So the Union's spreading out a little more. They're not going full left, but I mean, they're basically going there, but they're not pushing forward too much. See, Union already actually is trying to use a little bit of cover to protect from the Whitworths.
Hold back,
But
to the right, pull back.
if Union wants to volley there, they're gonna get shot up by those Whitworths. Holy cow! Otto and Sherrick has completely changed.
Hold your fire, dummies. Hold. Wait for them to come out again. Wait for them to come out again.
Tell me how to shoot.
Patience. Wait.
Looks like they're waiting for Union as well.
Hold your fire.
Yeah, you shot a friendly, you idiot.
Hey, Earl, you're in front of
Wait.
Oh, you're coming out now.
Take aim.
All right, let's see how this volley is. They should shoot before the Union. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, that company got completely destroyed. Ticket gap is still growing in CSA's favor. Wow. I mean, you understand why Union's doing what they're doing.
You stab and go through the rest. Don't stop.
Nope. It looks like they're finally going to change up the plan. They got to do it.
Gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Follow the star unless you're an NCO.
If you're ready to move out, foam it up. Attack
Oh,
column.
moving at 25.
Online, gentlemen. Kneel down.
See some of the wood breaking from them shooting through the house there.
Up and over, boys.
Company rise now by the center. Forward.
Let's go. Get down.
And it looks like Union's going to go. The thing is, too, look how spread out Union's kind of going here on this charge. It looks like they're pushing up on this side. Looks like they were maybe waiting. Now they're going to go in. Union going straight center. I don't know if they're trying to cap the point, but
You're gonna up and over.
if they try to cap point, they're going to get shot hard in the side.
Into the backyard. Up and over.
Now you can't go into that house because the flags can't. The flags will die if they go in the house. They have like, you can sit in the house for 60 seconds or something like that, and then they got to get out. It's actually kind of a long time, but CSA collapsing in on the flank, beautiful spot. Union's gonna get curbed here.
Up and in, up and in, up and in.
Some of the Union tried charging up and going in. You can see how much CSA is getting a flank on this side. But because so many CSA are getting a flank, Union's actually starting to make some ground here on the CSA left. Now CSA is starting to partially charge into the Union here, and this kind of long spread out charge is something the Union will want. The question is it helping them with tickets? Because that is all that matters in the end. And, I mean, maybe, is this a CSA flag? Yeah. It helped tickets a little bit for Union. But CSA is going to charge through, get the rest of the Union, and Union's going to fall back with their flags. CSA main spawn is here, so if they lose a flag or so, it's not the worst thing in the world, assuming they hold the line, which they will. So, I mean, what are we... What's our server pop right now? 380. Sheesh. So, Union's going to reform. Looks like the end ticket gap is about... Well, I guess Union didn't gain a whole lot there, but...
What was in the update they gave today?
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot there was an update.
Reloads bayonets, boys. Reloads bayonets.
Lower your graphics, limit your FPS.
I'm at 0. I'm at 0.
So, with that all being said, Union's forming up again. I won't be surprised if they do that again. I mean, you want CSA down to taking losses by 20.
Stonewall, east, southeast corner. Corner of the stone wall down there. Yeah, they're at the corner of the stone wall down there, one red.
That's a good song. That's all I will say. But, I don't know. I mean, that was an okay charge for Union. It was a little spread out. The problem was for Union is that CSA kind of crushed them from two sides. Union was winning up top. It almost makes you wonder if Union should try to go further right, at least from Union perspective, hit CSA's left even more.
We're going to swing down the hill over the singular straight fence and push it all the way uphill into the backyard. All the same, this time from a different angle.
They're going to do that exact thing. Look at that.
You stay right here.
They're all going to die over there.
They're all gonna die.
We're not. We're going to be okay. All those guys, they're all going to die.
Clear the way for the greatest sharpshooter you've ever seen. Get the fucking way, gentlemen. I love you all. I'm gonna kiss you. If you don't move,
lead by example, brothers. First in, last out.
Let's flank them. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Move your asses. Let's get some.
So here they go. Union's starting to go up and over here. Nice. CSA already shot. And when there's a lot more players on a server too, artillery can probably hit a shot, a good shot or two as well. So Union's going to try to go over that fence. It's kind of in their way. I almost wonder if Union already should try to break that fence in the future, if that's even possible. CSA, meanwhile, is starting to react. You got some moving down the road trying to hit the side right away. One company's holding center. Two are trying to flank the far side, or at least hold the far left of CSA. And Union will drop to taking losses. CSA dropping down as well. CSA trying to charge up and hold this line. Complete chaos. CSA kind of pinching Union, spearheading center, and it's working. Union looks like they brought maybe a flag up, so Union not trying to gain ground. They're just trying to deal with ticket loss on the CSA. which is respectful, and so far this charge is going a lot better for the Union than the previous charge. USA down to taking losses. CSA about to follow.
Oh, sting it in that one.
CSA remaining few are trying to get behind, and CSA closing on the flanks. A few Union left, kind of up and center. But, I mean, that should be a nice couple kills. I mean, as of right now, that ticket gap 100% closed there. That was a really, really good charge for the Union side. Really good charge.
We own you, boy.
Oh my goodness. No.
Put your hands up.
So, I mean, that's going to be a couple of kills for Union, but Union's forming up, and I won't be surprised if they do it again. Now, CSA defensively, they have shifted their whole attention to this side of the map now, so maybe Union will try to go to the opposite side. I don't know. The unfortunate part for Union is because this map is not that big, CSA can kind of bounce back and forth between each side pretty quickly. And CSA were holding up here to get some shots, but they are going to fall back. No flags down for either side, which is good to see. A couple CSA charging in here and a few Union guys left. And they're going to get that, so... Good job there from CSA to hold that. Good job, Union, on getting this ticket gap at least a little closer. As an attacker, you can be down a whole morale stage and still win these games. Obviously, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to do that, but... I mean, Union is still in a fine spot. They've been slowly catching up as the rounds kind of gone on, so... I mean, I think if they keep doing this, they'll win. Now, CSA is holding more center left this time. And they're actually pushing... Oh, sorry, one Union flag's down. Missed that. But Union's going down very spread out. Maybe trying to catch the CSA out who decided to stay in the open. They're starting to shift over. So Union's really just picking up this pace. We got the glory music going. A good movie. I'd highly recommend. CSA have shifted down on the hill. And they are trying to hold this line, which normally you don't see CSA try to push this far forward and hold this. Normally they just hold on top of the hill, which Union's starting to leak up there. But... Union gets one CSA flag down very far forward, which is very good to see. And that's huge. I don't know if Union brought their flags up. I mean, one flag is held back for Union. I see two held back, so at least two of the Union flags are back. But Union's sweeping the field right now. And that ticket gap is even. Union's caught back up.
He's down, he's down.
And for the first time this fight, Union might actually take a lead. Union's brought only two flags forward. You can kind of see them in the distance there through the smoke. So they're getting their mobile respawns back up here. Union's up on tickets today. What a comeback from Union here. I don't know if I've ever seen Union. I've not seen Union win a charge like this in a long time. CSA trying to keep up with their shenanigans, maybe trying to get these Union flags so they can't get the respawns up top. The issue, though, is that they got to knock the flags down and keep them down. Union flags pull off. So the Union reinforcements train is stopped. Regardless, though, what a charge from Union. I have not seen a charge go that well for the Union side in a very, very long time.
I was recruited from the funny house.
Hey guys, they're behind us. They're behind us.
So you can hear them, they say don't charge. I mean, the shooting's going to be effective. It helps that they don't have a flag there, but CSA first to hit breaking. What a turnaround again from the Union side. They have played this round really, really well. They started off trying to do a traditional strategy, maybe pushing up, saw they were getting shot out, pulled back, sat and shot out, thought about a plan, and they have now executed on that plan and have caught back up on tickets. Very impressive. CSA now trying to charge Union out.
Give me
And Union will drop to breaking alongside them. So if Union captures the point, they win. I don't think Union should try to go for the point. Just because if they go down to this point, CSA will encircle them and kind of shoot them down. I mean, I would guess. We'll see.
Independent fire. Get up on the line and shit. We gotta fire, guys. Independent fire. Just try to keep pressure. They're trying to reform. I just don't want to give them a break. Our team should be down here. They just picked up their flag.
But Union's reforming. They're starting to push back down to reinforce where Cornwallis is at.
Sprint on me. I'm soft on me. Sprint on me. Sprint on me. Sprint on me. Sprint on me.
And Union trying to use this little spot here that's defolated against CSA. CSA, for the most part, have kind of reformed. They're spreading across the whole width of the map again. Union's getting close to the point, which is this kind of road here. Let's see with that flag marker. They're not on it yet. CSA are starting to shift down. I don't know if they're trying to keep it capped. But remember, Union was kind of losing these shootouts earlier on in the match. They haven't played this aggressive, at least in a shootout in terms of their position, but Union's going to go in again.
Charge in there, gentlemen. Get in there.
And not all of them are charging. They're charging a little spread out. Granted, they've been doing that most of their charges, but not all of them are charging in. Only one company's going in right now, and I mean, it's working. Union's up a little bit on tickets. Gray is starting to show in that CSA bar. Meanwhile, Union trying to cap point. I don't know if they saw the CSA moving there or they just went for it and CSA responded, but some CSA have shifted on the point. Big Sexy his guys trying to get up there. More Union streaking up top onto that hill again. They've got a grip hold of that center area. It's probably the one place that Union's been able to hold these charges. Union now trickling forward, trying to charge on the point. CSA back off as here comes a Union wave. CSA just trying to avoid losing tickets here. Trying to back off and kind of make this a shootout, which can work well for them.
Hold the fence, hold the fence, hold the fence. That's a big ass line. Hold the fence, hold. Flag it behind us, flag it behind
Union
us
just
now.
needs to sit on point. Force CSA to come to you. You don't need to charge them per se. And CSA are now trying to counter charge, throw them out. Union flag pulls out, not trying to die. It died. And so CSA will hold. Tickets slightly in Union's favor. Union charge did eventually fail. That's not terribly surprising, but Union's trying to send a few guys to center here, engage in melee.
I want that flag! I want that flag, boy!
Hold him, bears down, hold him, defend yourselves, recharge, defend yourselves.
And Union is gonna not win that. What are we up to? Close. We're basically at 400. And everything's running fine. When will they release 400 to the public? Who knows? You know, it'll be nice the day where War of Rights will, throughout most of the day, be able to fill up one server. I mean, most of the time right now on the weekends, you'll see stuff get up to 250, but it'd be a beautiful thing to see this all the time. But I know it's difficult. Union's kind of pulled off completely. They're reforming right now before probably going in. The best part, too, is because Union's done all this aggression, and even better that they've taken a lead, Union has a little over 10 minutes to kind of sit and shoot and do what they want. So.
Alright, guys. Hey, you guys have been listening very well. I hope you've enjoyed the melees. We've had our fair mix of shooting and melee, so I guess you guys are doing the best of both
I got
worlds.
like 5 rebel pants in my collection.
So.
This has been an interesting adjustment.
This has been a beautiful round of Otto and Sherrick. I mean, you heard Cornwallis say it down there. It was a mix of everything. A lot of sitting and shooting, a lot of charging. You know, that just shows you that both things can work. Or at least there's places for both things in the game. And that's something I haven't been able to say for over a year.
fire, hold fire.
So Union reforming on the stone wall. Some of it's broken due to artillery shots, which can break through. But that ticket gap is soundly, not soundly, but yeah, there's a definite Union lead, and they can kind of sit and just shoot this out and maybe afford a little bit of a ticket loss, because once they hit CSA in the last stand, they can't respawn. If Union hits final push their last stage, that black timer will drop to a few minutes left. But Union's actually pushing up center right now. Now, you might think this is a pretty open spot, and it is, but they've got some bushes blocking the visual. You got the smoke as well, but, I mean, you can just see the shade. I mean, it looks like nothing's there. So it's a nice spot to have for Union. I mean, shade is a really important thing in this game that people need to utilize as much as possible. So for now, Union push up, trying to get in a little closer shootout with the CSA. Maybe just try to get a little closer to the point.
We also must inform them that that is our part, because we do not know.
And so CSA are also trying to make sure they're close to the point, because if Union does charge, CSA wants to be there to contest it. CSA just doesn't want the point to go right into Union's favor. We can see what Union's looking like over here. I mean, it's just as hard for Union to see as it is for CSA to see, but there we go. Union hit the CSA in the last stand. They cannot respawn. If they die, they don't come back. If they were dead, they spawn at main, which isn't a whole lot for the CSA. So, great chance here. CSA trying to countercharge out Union here, which we might be thinking, why are they doing that? They are trying to hit the Union into final push and make the Union lose time, which is the only thing that kind of matters at this point. So I really like the idea. The question is, though, can they do it? They will. A little over 2 minutes on the clock. So that's a great little push out from CSA. The rest of CSA pushed out to reinforce, set up a little defensive line. Again, both sides, their tickets don't matter at this point. Union have infinite respawns, limited time. CSA just can't respawn. 2 minutes left. A lot of CSA remaining that are starting to move over to collapse and hold this defensive line for CSA, which Union's trying to break through. I mean, Union, as long as they keep their flags up, they can keep guys respawning in, which that flag needs to not run up here. But what is the flag bearer doing? What are you doing? Union is starting to turn a flank here, which maybe he saw that, and we didn't.
I'm a monster, not a villain.
So, oh my goodness, look at the amount of bodies here.
Spawning clubs and go, guys. Spawning clubs and go.
120. Union starting to push them, already getting a nice shot. And that Union mob is slowly making way, and it looks like Union is going to have enough time to prevail on this map of Otto and Sherrick. What a round. So,
let's go, keep it moving.
What a round here. I mean, CSA... Oh, the guy just jumped down and died, but...
Hold on point. Stay
Wow.
on point.
Hold. Reloads. Get your fucking rifle. Start shooting them. Start shooting them. Hold on the fence.
Oh, they're coming left side. They're coming left side. Get your loads, get your loads.
Freedom, guys. Pick up the flag. Freedom. Press F.
That flag up, flag up. Flag up, boys.
Score time's going to start.
Easy win. Good shit, boys. Let's go. GG, lads. GG. Good shit. GG's, boys. GG.
So, really good round here from the Union side.
I really appreciate it. It makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Reloads. Good job.
Oh,
Good job.
fucking owner right now. It's insane.
Watch your friendly fire, man.
Good job, developer.
So that was a huge win from Union. They started the round trying to, you know, figure things out, sit and shoot, which now you're kind of able to do that with the increased accuracy. However, CSA was winning on that shootout. And eventually Union was like, we can't win doing this. So they charged and they kept charging and they were able to break through, which is something you don't normally see. So maybe that was just poor reaction time from CSA, or maybe we just have so many players that the attackers are able to break through. Regardless of all of that, though, what a comeback from Union. And then they just finish it off by shooting it out for a moment and then pushing up and playing aggressive. CSA, I think they maybe should have reacted a little quicker on those Union charges. They had good ideas. They were a little slow on it, but, I mean, CSA didn't do anything terrible per se. Look at all those skirmishing deaths, though, on both sides. That's something that definitely could be watched. Regardless, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to support the channel more. We have a Patreon and Discord. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.